Maman, do I get to come to the party too?
How many times have I told you, Jean-Jacques, never to call me that? We have guest names. It's Louise, a Lady de Warren's.
Yes, Maman.
Jean-Jacques.
Yes, Lady de Warren.
Thank you. And of course you get to come to the party.
You didn't invite Voltaire, did you?
I thought you liked Voltaire.
I did, for he ruined Geneva and made fun of my plays, and became the devil. The wretched man has corrupted my country.
Jean-Jacques, you need to learn to get along with people who disagree with you. But no, I didn't invite him. I've had enough Voltaire for now, thank you. Oh, Lady Fontainebleau Chateau Rochefort de Vincent Porpington. How lovely to see you.
Oh, please, call me Jane.
With pleasure. And so you've been studying my young protege?
Oh, yes, Rousseau's Le Bon Sauvage is just perfect. I knew at once that I should be one with nature, so I got this outfit from my seamstress.
Oh, it's very, natural.
Thank you. That's the intended effect. It costs 5,000 francs.
Right, well, the buffet's this way. Have a lovely evening. Oh, my dear Francois, how good of you to come.
Monsieur le Bête, if you please. And I wish I could say the same.
Monsieur le Bête, is, something wrong?
I should say so. That imbecile Mozart, he keeps writing music.
Monsieur le Bête, Herr Mozart is here on a particular invitation. He's a personal friend, and I would appreciate if you showed him some respect.
I'm sure he's a decent enough fellow, but his complete disregard for musical convention is simply appalling. I don't know where his head is.
I don't either, but if you find it, you're one step ahead of me. The buffet's this way. Enjoy your evening. Madame Pianoforte! How lovely you to make it!
And you as do you, Lady de Warren. I so enjoy these little get-togethers, and with the opera tonight especially. I can't wait to talk to Mozart about his theory.
He's a fascinating creature, isn't he?
He is, and the things he's doing with music are so ahead of his times. I was just reading Descartes, and I'm starting to realize the doctrine of affections is so behind the time. We need a musical revolution. Stop that. We are in public.
Issues?
Yes, he's a Habsburg.
Poor thing.
Indeed. All that inbreeding. But what can you do?
Say that be indeed. Well, as long as he doesn't drool all over the tapestries or chew on something valuable, he's more than welcome. Come in.
Thank you.
Lady Croissant!
Bonsoir. Vous avez une très belle maison.
Come again?
I am delighted to be here. It will be a lovely evening, sans doute.
Yes. And the man himself.
Who was that?
I don't know idea. She's British. I can never understand her. But look at you, Mr. Composer. You're the belle of the ball.
Oh, Louise, you flatter me, but you do think a splendid batch you've thrown together.
Wolfgang, anything for a friend.
Oh, you.
Mwah.
And where's Nature Boy?
Right here.
Oh, sorry, Jean-Jacques, I didn't even notice you.
No one ever does.
How have you been?
I hugged a tree today,
Good for you.
and then I wrote a play about it, but no one liked it. No one ever likes my plays anymore because of that jerk Voltaire.
Voltaire, the famous writer? Is he coming tonight? I wanted to get his autograph. I hear his latest book is all anyone's talking about.
My books are all anyone is talking about, or at least they should be.
Why don't you two go get some dinner? I'm sure your blood sugar's running low. You got to get some meat on those bones.
Right, I hear the brie.
Particularly excellent. Monday. Voltaire, I don't seem to remember inviting you.
Lady de Warrens, you paint a ravishing picture of womanhood as ever.
How did you get in without an invitation?
I haven't. Is this not the elegant writing of that most delicate, beloved hand?
Rousseau will be very displeased to find you here. I'm very displeased to find you here.
Is that poor misguided animal still roaming around?
That poor misguided animal is a highly intelligent, highly strung artist. And he would be thrown off his work for days if he saw you here.
His work? Tell me, Lady de Warrens, how much of his work takes place in your bedroom?
That's a highly impertinent question. Your lucky bouncers haven't been invented yet, or you'd be thrown out. But as it is, and since we're friends, have some wine, enjoy the party.
Merci.
Your most gracious hostess as ever. Many blessings on your strange and twisted household.
Oh.
seeking to believe in God, he only believes in the devil.
That is so true.
He doesn't understand that man's perfect state is in a state of nature.
When being one with nature, exactly.
It is the innocence of the savage that humanity is truly happy.
He's so dreamy when he talks about nature.
Which is why we should share all of our possessions and own everything in common.
Excuse me?
Just talking about my new opera.
No way.
Figaro, the Nazi Figaro.
Figaro.
Opera Bufo, named after my good friend, Bufo. Bufo the Goofer, yes. So, I've noticed that, I'm laughing. I don't know, I'm not really comfortable with that situation, but anyway. I feel that the doctor's affections into such myself, I should reward myself, and I asked myself I made a good pick,
Mozart. Oh, I'm so interested in your new style of composing.
Really?
Yes. Oh, I just think it completely rebels against the idea that an aria must contain only one emotion, and that music can only evoke one of 6 emotions.
Well, the way I see it, the human soul is not divided into 6, so why should music be so divided?
Exactly. And I can't wait for your new marriage to Figaro. Is it swooningly romantic?
Well, it's more bitingly satirical, but that works.
Oh, Mozart, please play the piano for us.
Yes, and sing! Sing, Mozart, please!
Well, if you insist. This is just a little something I whipped up at the buffet table. I'm thinking of calling it Intense Rage upon finding that all the brie has been eaten.
Are you Jean-Jacques Rousseau?
Famous writer? That's me. You want my autograph, lad?
Well, no, actually. I have a message of text for you.
A message of text? Who would send me a text message?
Well, don't you recognize the number?
No, I don't.
Well, open it up!
Do you have a pen, lad?
Oh, well, yes, I do, good sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
What is this garbage? Stop this at once, I will not stand for it.
Is there a problem, my good fellow?
I'm not your good fellow, and this modern racket is unbearable. Play some Handel if you must play.
Handle? Where are your ears, my man?
Back in 1720, and they like it there.
You can't really subscribe to all that doctrine of affections nonsense, do you?
Nonsense? Nonsense? It is the highest elevation of music.
The highest elevation of boredom.
Is the purest, the most beautiful, the most expressive,
boring,
the most creative.
boring.
Would you stop?
The most
Would you talk to me like an adult?
The most boring.
You are so immature. You're like a child.
Boring.
Is this preschool?
It is
Like,
boring.
can we act like
It is
adults
so
here?
boring. It's boring.
You are impossible.
Oh, I like that.
Lady de Warrens, I hope you don't mind. We were making use of your exquisite hot tub.
I didn't know you had a hot tub, Louise.
I don't. Voltaire, God is going to smite you down.
If there is a God, he's on my side.
You're a disgrace.
I'm not. I was worshiping.
Worshipping?
Physically speaking, pleasure is divine. I believe that whenever anyone drinks a glass of Tokay wine or kisses a pretty woman, it just feels good all over. That they must recognize an omnipotent and considerate being.
Amen.
I must insist that you leave at once before Rousseau finds you and there is unpleasantness.
Rousseau, I'll crush that infamous thing.
Well, why don't you tell him this up? He's right behind you.
Jean-Jacques, how are you? How are you? I'm sorry, I should have smelled you behind me. My apologies.
Smelled? I took a bath in a mountain stream this morning.
Huh. Yes, of course. Run along to mommy.
I don't like you.
You're a lunatic. You go off on your own, you write bad comedies, and you get upset when people don't like them.
You selfish prig. You spread lies all over the country, and when I ask you for help, you insult and mock me.
You're an ape. You'd have it that we go out on our own and swing from trees with no clothes on.
How would you have it? Sit around with pretty women and drink booze all day?
That's obviously working very well for me. I'm the famous one, remember?
I'm famous too.
You're famous for being a terrible writer.
I hate you. Is this not what you want? Because I hate you. And...
God, what a mama's boy. So who wants to try out the hot tub?
Hey!
Well, Plato, I didn't understand any of that.
Pythagoras, all this new stuff is bubkiss. Thanks for bettering my days. Why? I remember back in the good old days.
Yeah, when the sun used to rise at 6 a.m. instead of 9 a.m. I remember that.
Be out in the fields working, thinking. We thought better back then.
Better birds,
Birds were greener.
better cars.